Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of TerraTech. And on tonight's episode, we are going to be continuing where we left off on our playthrough of the technical version. Now, those of you who haven't or didn't want to download that, the actual game has been upgraded, and all of this stuff is supposed to be in there. Although, if you're playing on the technical version, you might have access to some blocks that other people do not have. Now, we do have quite a few things left to do on this map before we finally get to the stage where we can start getting the Hawkeye stuff and building bots in the real world and seeing how they work, which I cannot tell you how excited I am about trying. But before we can get there, we do need to get rid of some of these quests. Now, some of you have said we can just go to waypoints on the map with the little question marks, and eventually you will get enough, GSO ones to level up that way. But the fastest way I've ever seen is just to do the quest, and we got some pretty easy ones in here. Master Harvester, we just need to clear out rocks. It doesn't matter what kind of rocks, just clear them out. We don't even need to sell them, so that's pretty easy. We only need 200 of those. We also need to mine those light crystals, which there's tons of them out here. We can get that pretty easy. Only 40 of them that we have to mine. We also need to get some of this ore right here. Not too difficult, hopefully. I mean, that might take us a little while, but it's going to be in there with the rest of the stuff. And then, of course, Olite Jelly. We're at 40 out of 50, pretty close to being done there. So we're going to definitely go after these. I think we're going to stick on to the Master Rock. Actually, let's go to Crystals so I can remember we're going after those. Now, I did make some changes to my bot in between this episode and the last one, and most of the changes are to add more wills down here. And I did kind of space them out just to give myself a little bit of wiggle room in case I want to do another one of these in the future where it's kind of open to the elements and I could run things over and pick stuff up. I can just remove these blocks right here in the center and have that nice open area. Plus, it spaces it out so that if anything does get trapped down here, it should be able to get out. Now, I did kind of put them a little too close because this bot isn't as wide as I'm usually accustomed to, and I would like to have like this well right here to be out a little bit so there's a gap in between those corners so things can work their way out. Right now, if anything finds its way directly into that center, it's going to get trapped down there probably for good until I run over something and try to get out of there. But yeah, that might be an issue. I do see it turning a little bit better, and I did get a lot of suggestions from a lot of you out there suggesting on how I should make this guy a little bit better. Some of you said just to space the wheels out a little bit more so that there's room in there for them to turn. I did kind of try that a little bit in between the video. It didn't seem to work as well as I was hoping it would, and that's why I went ahead and added more wheels to it. You also, you guys let me know, am I stuck on something? Probably a rock or something like that. Let's see. What is it that I'm stuck on? Nope, no, it just doesn't want to go up. Still don't have the booster capacity to kind of force it all the time, but I am trying to get there, guys. Now, you did let me know as well that we're just going to destroy all this. Let's see if we can get these little rocks here. That's what I'm really looking forward to. I need these right here. Let's see if we can hit it with our drill. Nope, not quite low. There we go. Now we are. We just need to get in there directly in the center. Yeah, you guys let me know that the rocks have been upgraded. They are a lot more difficult to destroy with weapons, and they wanted it that way on purpose. Another thing you let me know is, and it's pretty obvious, but something, it's kind of nice to have that reinforcement, that I know something that is probably to be the case, but I haven't read it online to find out, is that the cutters, the ones right here on the front, they definitely, wow, that is really, really loud when those things go off. Let me back this up. He's stuck right underneath my bot, and he might actually destroy something back there because I cannot get to him. There we go. Now he's out of there, and he's dead. Yes? No? Maybe? No, maybe not. Oh, okay, finally, you are dead, my friend. But yeah, those cutters, they're definitely better against wood, or trees, I should say, than anything else. And I did have a lot of them on my bot, so yeah, that was kind of my bad on that situation. Come on, you can go up. You got the wheels. I added so many more, and you're still slipping and sliding. Still slipping and sliding all over the place. These wheels just do not get the traction I was hoping they would. Are they a little bit too low? No, it's just the ground isn't level. I think that's all that is. I might actually have better luck creating a second little tiny bot to follow me around and do all the work for me. But we do need to destroy these rocks, so let's go ahead and do that. And in fact, since we're going to be destroying rocks almost the whole time, let me just remove these cutters, since we already know they don't work as well as I need them to. We're going to remove those cutters, and we're going to put drill bits on the front of those. Hopefully I have enough. I think I might. We might find out wrong here in a second. But either way, there are other things we can use in there besides the drills if it comes down to it. Such as the diamond drill wouldn't be too bad. Or the plasma cutter wouldn't be too bad. Now, some people did have an idea on how to use the plasma cutter in a meaningful way on these, and one of them would be, as you see right there in the middle. I did put that one on by accident. That one shoots down now, so if I hold this down, so any rocks that I go over like this would be instantly destroyed, but it would require my bot to be a little higher up off the ground to really use those to full effect, and I don't know if I really want to go that extreme. No, that is just not working, so let's go into build mode. We're going to lag it out just a little bit here. Obviously, with this many objects on there, we're going to remove that, put that there. Now we can back it up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick this thing up. We don't want to leave that there anymore. We've got all the pieces we want. I am going to snag this guy and put him right here in the front. Doing any damage to it? Doesn't seem like it. There we go. Well, at least for a second, the drill was going in there. I'm going to change this to go down a little bit further, because that's the only thing I can think to get in there. It is going to get stuck. I mean, that's just, it's a given. It's going to happen, guys. But that's all right, because we're going to get it. Come on, there you go. And there's nothing even in there. Shouldn't take me this long to destroy this. I've created bots where I can just mow right through this entire thing. But this guy's a little bit of everything and not one thing in particular. And I think that's where you run into problems. You're trying to create a jack of all trades, and you're trying to compare them to somebody that you built for a very specific task. And because you built it for that one task, whether it's fighting or going out collecting resources, it will never be that great, because that thing only does one thing and pretty much nothing else. My harvester bot, he sucks so bad at taking hits. He is just absolutely horrible for it. He has almost no armament on him, no weapons really to speak of, but he doesn't need them because that is not his stick, you know. And for this guy, he definitely can deal out the damage. He can take the damage. He can have fun in so many different ways, and that's why I like him for what he is, not for what he could be. Come on, there we go. Are we destroying those? Man, look at the amount of weapons that fire when you do this. It's just nuts. I may actually back this up. We'll get more weapons on these ones here on the side. I'm trying to hit the ones in the front, but it doesn't really matter. As long as we destroy some rocks, we're getting those. 13 out of 200. It's going to take me all day to do that. Now, on the next episode, we're going to be doing a lot more fighting. We're actually going to go off, and we're going to see if we can level up our guy. This one, I did want to do some harvesting. Not just for the fact that the quests are there, but because I could use the money. There's several things I want to buy, just don't really have the cash for. So this is a good way for me to kind of knock two birds with one stone. And I did want to show it to you rather than just cut it out. And that's something I could definitely do. If you guys don't want to see all the little tidbits that I'm doing in the background, you know, I'm more than happy to cut that stuff out for you. But you might miss out on, you know, these little skirmishes that we come into. You never know what you're going to find. And there's been plenty of times I've gone out expecting just to do harvesting and happened to run across some of the biggest bots, some of the greatest stuff we've ever found, and then just be like, why wasn't I recording on that one? You know, so it's very iffy. But if you guys don't mind maybe not seeing everything that happens, maybe losing out on some of that special stuff that just kind of pops in there from time to time, then we'll definitely go down that route. But let me know what you guys think. And I do apologize for the lag, but with this many weapons and this big of a bot, and all the harvesting that we're doing, that creates more and more stuff as well, just for the pure fact that as you harvest, it has to render all that stuff. Can we get these? Are we doing any damage to them? I don't think we are. I think the thing on that one is we're just a little off. So let's see if we move this guy right there. Doing damage now, or is he still not low enough? I don't think he's low enough. Oh, that is nuts. How freaking low do we have to be? We are on a hill. There we go. There we go. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful right there, guys. Nope, you are just not going to cooperate, are you? All right, so let's see if we can run this stuff over. Maybe not. You can do it. You can do it. You can fit in there. I believe in you. Actually, you don't even need to fit in there anymore. We can pick all this stuff and take it with us. One of the things I did want to mention that you guys have mentioned a number of times is that these thermal generator vent things actually work now. The trick on them, though, is that you cannot destroy them with a melee weapon. You can't use a drill or a plasma cutter or anything like that. You need to use an actual weapon like a gun or something along those lines, and then you can use that vent. If you do anything else other than that, you are not going to have access to that vent once it's been, removed, the cover at least removed from that area. Come on, you can pick all this stuff up, right? I know you can. Let's go ahead and snag that too so we don't leave anything behind. We are going to snag this one little resource right over here and throw that on there. Nice, you guys are done. All right, let's keep it going. Go out of build mode. No, why did I do that? All of these things got shot over here. Well, you know what that means. That means I have to rearrange and come over here. What are these things? Are these gel? Do we get an update for these? I think we do, right? Maybe not. No, we need the Olite jelly. That's right. So these will not give us an update. But these, if we can get in there. Ah, there we go. Okay, come on, turn. I love the wheels that I put down the center. I think that's the only reason we're able to do this little spot and kind of get up and down that hill is from all those wheels right there. Come on, boosters. What are we stuck on? You're stuck on the drill. Ah, man, I knew that drill was going to be a pain in the butt. Darn you, drill. This thing is a nightmare. Okay, there we go. So I do have a different place for it if I need it. And then when we get over the drill, over the little hump, I can put it back. There we go. All right, hopefully you get right back where I want you. And we're going to get this green crystal if we can, mainly for the fact that it's really expensive. And I could use the cash. I could use that money right there. And it's going to lead us smack dab into this other stuff. Fire away, guys. Fire away. Are you destroying that underneath? I don't think you are. I think you're just going to get caught on it like you normally do because you like to troll. Oh, okay, well, let's try this out. Are you doing damage, my friend? Is it area effect damage? I don't think it is. I don't think that does area effect. So let's put this down there. Nah, yeah, that is power right there, guys. That shows you just how easily you can destroy a block with the right tool. And anybody who's ever done any home improvement knows with the right tool, you can do anything so much easier than when you're trying to just make do with what you got. Okay, so what all did we get in there? We did get some crystals harvested. No, we didn't. Those aren't the right ones, are they? Those are Luxite. We've already done the Luxite one. What was I thinking? I am a complete idiot, guys. I do apologize, man. Okay, well, I thought that was a different material. But I was wrong. So we got 21 rocks cleared out of 200. That is going to be way, way too long. We got to make a better bot for these harvesting missions. That was just, no, that's not going to work. All right, hostiles. Let's just go to some question marks and see what we find, because those hostile things, I mean, those are the way to go, I think. Yeah, my harvesting missions are done with this guy. He's not the beast I was hoping he would be in the harvesting department. I don't know if we need to make him wider or what, but he needs something. He needs that special little boost. Let's come out here and destroy this guy, because why not? We got some stress. We need to, vent that. And I like seeing some explosions. Yes. Can I not move? Oh, I can't move. Let's move these up here. Get these out of the way so we don't have to worry about things not quite going right. Let's can we put these up here? Will they fit? Doesn't seem like they want to. What if we move the gun off to the side? How about now? There we go. Okay, so that was what was keeping me. Now, those things are going to block a little bit of damage, a few guns here and there, but it's not going to be, I don't think, anything that we really are going to miss. They're little tiny guns that aren't going to be too bad. Oh, check this guy out. Death Mark II. He looks pretty cool. He has some, oh, well, he had some on him anyways. He had some little turbines, and that guy is not, yeah, he's just gone, guys. He's just gone. Ooh, a Silo 4. Well, we don't really need that. But I will take your boosters, my friend. Yes, I will. I could use as many of those as I can get my hands on. Are there any left? You know what? There aren't, but there are some fuel tanks. So we are going to pick all of this up, guys. Oh no, you're wrong. There are, or I'm wrong, I should say. Not you guys, because you didn't say anything. I would love to do a live show of this one day, and see what your comments are when we play through it. Hopefully, I can get that figured out here fairly soon, and we can do just that. Because I think that would be absolutely amazing. Let me know what you guys think of that. Is that something you'd actually be interested in giving a shot? I think we have the fuel tanks. We can pick those up. Put those right there. I think we'll have to go back into those because most of those just got picked up. Okay, well, there are some thrusters now. We finally got some to play around with. Let's put them over here on the ground, a little closer to everything else. And I can't go into it just yet. We got another thruster. Let's put that up here. And we got another fuel tank that it won't let me pick up. Alright, so we're going to have to wait on that one. Where do I want the thrusters? As long as they're facing the right way, I guess it really doesn't matter. But I do kind of like the look of them being right there. Now let me come in here and look at our fuel tanks. Let's do a fuel tank there, and we'll do another one in there. Although I think I put it like underneath the bot right there. Let me go into build mode, make sure it's not down here on the bottom where it's going to get destroyed really quickly. It's in there somewhere because it got put down. It's not in my inventory anymore. There it is right there. So let's go ahead and take that out. And we'll put it back up here. I do kind of wish, I mean, I don't really see that happen to me all that often, but it would be kind of cool if it gave you a button that recalled the last thing you put down or the last couple of things you put down, just in case you do that and you put down things in a spot where you're just like, where did that go? I don't know, but it's not in the spot I want. I would love to be able to pull that back up, almost a recall type of button. They haven't done it yet. I don't even know if they're talking about doing that. Let's go ahead and put these things down for now. We'll move this guy over to the side, and we'll let these things get picked up because you know, they're kind of in the way, and I can always put this thing down if I ever go back to crafting. Come on, move forward a little bit. Here we go. Boosters. Let's grab this. And we did actually have a piece blown on top of us. I didn't even notice that. We have that little piece right there blown onto us, but you know, we don't really need 3 pieces. At least not at the moment. Maybe down in the future. Anything over there? There's a wing. You know what? We're going to be able to make some airplanes here. Now, we did get a few other parts in the past on things like that, but we really haven't experimented with it because I'm hoping with the new Hawkeye Corporation, I can do something, you know, that you guys been wanting to see for a while, which is a flying base. Yeah, guys, this base right here in front of you might one day, very soon, actually take to the sky. I think it's possible. I think with those turbines, depending on how expensive they are, another reason I need the money, just in case I need to buy more of them. But yeah, as soon as we have access to buy those or find them out there in the salt flats, which is where this corporation is supposed to spend primarily most of its time, yeah, I'm thinking we can get this guy in the air. Now, will I be able to control him? That's going to be another story because he's so big. I think we'll have plenty of room around him to kind of play around with that and kind of get those controls. If you watched the last episode with me over in the R&D, you'll notice, you know, I did have a little bit of trouble getting the controls to work just right as far as moving forward. Now, I'm filming both of this episode and the earlier episode in the same day. Just got back into town, so if you left a comment on the last one letting me know how to fix that, I will read it. I read every single comment you guys leave, but I won't be able to integrate it into the game just yet, so bear with me, guys. Give me a couple of days to get caught up on my videos. I still have, you know, the 30 days of videos coming, or 30 days of brand new games, and I think we're only in like the 8th or 9th day into it, so we still got a lot of ways to go. A lot more new games that aren't even out yet, games that won't be out for a year or more, and then games that are coming out or just came out are going to be in that mix. And I'm thinking maybe next month, if you guys are into it. Oh, there's a shadow over there. Looks like maybe a drop pod or something. Yeah, there it is. I'm thinking if you guys are into it, we'll do a 30-day of VR games, because I got a lot of VR games that I've been wanting to try out and haven't quite had the time to do it yet. And I'm thinking we might actually be able to get to that. So if you want to see, you know, a lot of really cool ones, and there's some amazing ones out here. This is one that I would love to see in VR. And I was actually talking about it on one of my videos, what you guys thought the person who's driving the cab look like. And I know some people were saying, well, you know, the cab is probably an, you know, AI module or a telecommunication kind of thing where you're controlling it from a distance ways, you know. Yeah, probably. It probably is some kind of futuristic computer, you know, terminal thingamajiggy, you know. But for me, getting that idea of like this space harvester dude wearing like his overalls and kind of scruffy looking, you know, almost kind of like a Star Wars trader kind of thing, like Han Solo, you know, somebody like that coming in here and building their little empire, just trying to eke out a living, you know, like the day-to-day kind of work that they probably do may seem futuristic and amazing to us, but for them it's just, you know, a 9 to 5 job, right? I go to work and I come back and, you know, just mine like half a planet. So that's how I think about it. That's how, you know, when I picture that in my mind, those are the images I conjure up, because I like to add story to my games. And the story is something they've worked with. The story is something they've talked about from time to time, and they are going to be adding a lot more of it in there. And these guys got a pretty good sense of humor. One of the patches a while back, and it's been a while now, they added text to the item so that you could read not just what the item was, but like where it came from and who discovered it and what it's named after, and all this like really interesting detail that was very rich in story. And it was always humorous. They always add some kind of like crazy comment about, you know, the weapon is called something like, you know, the Geocore headlight, and it came from somebody, you know, with I'm not even gonna try to like come up with something funny, but you know, it was always something very very comical when you read it, and you're just like, oh, you kind of rolled your eyes a little bit, and you're like, oh, come on, right? I mean, yeah, you made me smile, right? I think that's what it's all about. You know, even if it's cheesy humor, it's humor, and as long as I can laugh about it, I'm fine with it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to them putting that in there. But until they do, I'm left to my own devices and left with my own imagination, thinking about some little dude completely and totally, you know, crammed in here. And this thing, the size, I don't know if you guys have seen out there the huge, you know, equipment that they use when they do mines and things like this. I'm talking about like wheels the size of a 5-story building. You know, they're massive, and they walk up these ladders, these stairs that go back and forth, and that's just to get into their cab. You know, like their freaking dump truck is bigger than the house that I live in by far. In fact, the wheel is bigger than the house that I live in by far. So I can only imagine how big something like this is. Like these trees, they look small, right? They're little tiny palm trees next to a little tiny rock. But what if, you know, nobody's been living on this planet forever, and these things are massive in size, you know, hundreds of feet, maybe thousands of feet, but they just look small because the thing I'm driving around in is so massive in size. And that's where my mind kind of goes. And this guy coming out of there and just being like this itty bitty little tiny thing and going home in some little tiny house, but he drives this around during the day. He's a trucker, right? Like, this is his job, and he just destroys these other little bots. Hopefully nobody's in them, because, you know, it takes on a whole new meaning if there's people inside those little bots. But if you take into account that most of them are probably AI modules from other corporations, and maybe there's only like a few of you on the planet, people who are actually here controlling it, and maybe that's why you're doing as well as you're doing, is because you are here. Oh, we got a little something right there. We'll definitely take that with us. What were these other things? Were they weapons? We'll go ahead and pick them up, a couple of them anyways. I don't really like those weapons too much. Those are the ones that just have a very, very short range, and they never really seem to do a lot of damage. Although, because they are in Venture, I pretty much guarantee they're lightweight. So if you're having to worry about the damage versus the weight, that might be the route to go with for you, but I doubt it, because the damage they do is so small. I'd probably just go with the GSO weapon, and those overall tend to be okay. They're not the most fantastic, obviously. Just GSO in general is right down the center, very, very human-esque in the sense of a RPG. You know, they're just neutral. They're not great in any one thing, but they don't really do anything too bad in any one thing either. GSO or Geocore really, really strong, but their weight, you know, the weight is just way too much for a normal size bot. And if you don't have big wheels and you're not trying to go down that route, then you really can't go with the bigger blocks. Or if you do, you can only go with like one, and then that's like the size of your bot right there. So yeah, that one definitely has a downside, but GSO, not so much. I mean, they're very small blocks. They have big ones, they have long ones. You know, they have pretty much everything and then some. Very much your utilitarian fill the void, fill the gaps of things that you may not have. Are we stuck on something? We are stuck on something, and we're just kind of spinning our wheels here. Well, then we will go into build mode. We will go into build mode, hit our thrusters. There we go, and we got out of it. Love thrusters, guys. I've been missing them for so long. Now that we got them, we're going to use them. Oh, yeah, got out of that, too. That is what I'm talking about. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Thrusters. We need more fuel tanks. Thrusters, come on. You could do it. You're almost there. You're almost there. You could do it. I know you can. Oh, come on. Come on. Teeter-totter on the right. Yes. Yes. Oh, man. That is perfect. That makes it all worthwhile. Now that we got some thrusters, we're coming up to the hill. This hill that has haunted us for so long. We have not been able to get up it. Look at it, guys. It is a pretty big hill. Maybe. Yeah, you know, I've seen bigger. I've seen bigger, to be honest. The fact that we're having so much trouble getting up this hill is a little ridiculous, but we're going to get up this time, right? Right? Do I got to vote on, though? I think we do. I think we got a consensus. We're definitely getting up this hill in one piece, I hope, because, you know, on the other side, there's an enemy. We need to get over there. Come on, you can do it. Now we need to find the best route, and I'm gonna go down this way. I'm not afraid to say I want something easy for this guy to be able to do. He does slip and slide, and if I don't have to worry about rocks getting in my way, so much the better. Now I have not hit my boosters yet because I was worried I'm gonna have to back up anyways just to destroy these rocks up here and get those big guns hitting them. Come on, there we go. One more. Okay, turn it. Turn it, there we go. Turn it a little bit more. Destroy all these rocks before they respawn. Come on, you can do it, guy. Ah, yes, that's beautiful. Okay, let's turn it again. And let's go into boosters. No, not gonna work, huh? What are we stuck on? I don't know, but we're gonna go into build mode and see if we can get unstuck, or as we like to call it, lag central. There, come on. Come on. Oh, yes. Unbelievable. We got that momentum going. We got up. Come on, turn it. Turn it. You can do it. Build it. Build it and they will come. Get over that wheel. I know you can. Or not the wheel, the rock. Come on, come on, come on. Now, this is the tricky situation, guys. Do we go in? Because once we get in, getting out is a whole nother story. And I would hate to get trapped in. I don't even know what we would do if we got trapped in there. Other than maybe to... man, we would have to take our cav off and have it pop into all the little pieces and pick up all the little pieces and rebuild this whole thing. No, that is not happening. Oh, okay, well, we're going to give it a shot. And you may find on the next episode, I'm crying like a little baby and weeping with tears of just, you know, sadness because our bot is gone. But we're going to do it. We're going to destroy this venture guy. And there's not going to be any blocks left of him. I'm not picking up any of these blocks. He is just going to die, plain and simple, for all the hard work that he's made me go through just to get into this stupid little thing that he's stuck inside. Little dude, you know how much work you've cost me. Hours of work. I could be out there harvesting the planet, but no, I gotta come over here and kill you, little tiny itty bitty guy that is actually still trolling me. He's still trolling. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go, and we get an upgrade. Well, you know, that actually is not too bad. I will accept that. That's, you know, not that I have a choice in accepting it, but it makes it a little bit better that we at least got something out of that. And we got the 2-block venture, we got the wheels, we got the strip light, and we got one of my favorite weapons to get in this game, even just a little bit, which is a Venture Hailfire Rifle. If you've never used that weapon, guys, you have never played Venture bots pretty much at all. They are one of the best weapons you will get with the Venture bot, or pretty much any weapon out there, in my opinion. That if I had to choose one weapon to use, and only one weapon to use, it would be a Venture Hailfire Rifle, because it does equal damage, and it tracks the target fairly well. I've mentioned this in the past before, because we've talked about this a number of times, that they do not track nearly as well as they might if they're going against a very fast bot, such as another Venture. But if you can get the bot to slow down, even for just a second, that is usually all you need to get that thing to track it. And if you can kind of spin off in the other direction, especially if your bot is fast enough, you can get 1 or 2 shots every time he does a little circle around you with those weapons. And 1 or 2 shots is usually all you will need with that type of weapon. Now, it's not as powerful as the megaton cannons. Very little in this game even come close to that. I think the only thing I've seen that is even close to doing the amount of power as a megaton cannon, or maybe even slightly more, would be those secret missiles that you can get on the Hawkeye. Those are absolutely amazing. I am getting those as soon as I can. We're going to be playing with those a lot in this game. And I do know there's a lot of rocks out here. We could be working on that one quest, but yeah, we're not going to do that now because I don't want to be anywhere near this mountain anymore. This mountain has caused me nothing but pain, and I got out of it. I went in, I defeated the mountain, I got a t-shirt, and I get to take it home now. I get to wear this t-shirt. I've been to Mount Pain in My Butt, and I conquered it, guys. Pretty sure that's not the name of the mountain. I'd be horrible with a new planet. I'd be naming things such ridiculous names, and then just giggling and laughing as people have to say those names. You know, like, hey, can you give me the directions to Mount Pain in My Butt? No. What you want to do is you want to go down, Urine Falls and take a left, and when you see the big boulder that looks like a pile of poo, then you take another right, and you're right there, man. You can't miss it. It's all brown. No, it's just disgusting, right? Like, this be horrible, horrible names. But I'm actually, kind of curious was why more people don't do it, other than maybe, like, you get ridiculed. Like, if you're an explorer back in the old days, and you went to another landmass, and you're like, I discovered America. No, I discovered Bob. Like when they did that in that one cartoon, what was the name of it with Matt Damon, I think, was the voice of it, and Earth gets destroyed, and they have like a new Earth, and he wants to call it Bob, and I thought it was just kind of a unique way of poking fun at the fact that, we put all this thought and effort into names, and in the end, most people don't even really look at the backstory of where the name, of something came from, let alone really think about what they're saying. They're just using it as, like, I'm trying to find this place. Can you tell me where it is, or something like that? And the name kind of gets lost a little bit. But, Planet Bob to me is just kind of cool, right? That it screams different, and I like things that are different, even if it's just for the sake of being a little different. Because you see so many things that are just so cookie cutter cut out of everything else out there, and that's why I like this game so much. It is a game that you look at and you'd be like, oh, it's kind of like Legos. You just put things together, and then you kind of like BattleBots. I remember a lot of people saying that about this game when it first came out. And yeah, it does have those elements of those other games, of those other ideas, but it does something unique with it. Like, it gives you the ability to make what you want, and it doesn't really hold you and say, oh, no, you gotta have this many wheels, and you gotta have it in a square, and it needs to look like this, and it has to have armor plating, otherwise all the bad guys are gonna completely destroy you. No, you don't have to go down that route. And if you want to have small bots, it gives you more small bots to play with. If you want to have big bots, it gives you big bots to go against. It gives you exactly what you think you need with the bot design that you're going with, and then it pushes you a little bit more. And that's the greatest thing about this game, is it kind of anticipates, and we're completely stuck in the mud here. So let's go in there. Booster, come on, you could do it. No, maybe you can't. Boosters are not good enough this time. Let's see if we can turn this around. I think only one wheel was connecting up there in the front. There we go. And boosters do help. Yes, I love my boosters. If I can get some of the bigger ones, I think we'll have a little bit easier time. Oh my god, we're slipping and sliding. Boosters, guys. They haven't quite got the graphics in the game. I don't know if they ever will, but they haven't got the graphics in the game where if you're slipping down the mountain like that, you see sand, or you see the grains kind of changing shape. Because if you look at it, it does look windswept. This whole area is very, very much that kind of feel to the whole thing. I think we're just going to run this over just so I can get in there and get these two guys. Now, he has a lot of armor on him, so I probably will, if there's anything left of that, go ahead and see if I can salvage some of that. Those are really, really good to sell. I like selling the armor. I don't really use it all that much in my gameplays, and yeah, I mean, it's armor, it helps, but not really enough. Like, if you just put weapons on there, the fact that it has to go through those weapons before it can destroy the next block is more than enough, I think. Oh, Geocore license maxed. Congratulations, you have reached the current maximum license for Geocore. there are still lots of new blocks to discover, but you won't gain any more XP or geocore grades until we add more missions. Well, that's fine with me. Now, one thing I did get a comment on, and it looks like a, what is that, a base? A base spawn back there? We're gonna go check that out in a second. But yeah, one of the things you guys did mention was that the lights here, if I can snag one. No, that is a will. There is a light there, I think. Isn't there? I thought there was. If not, I'll just take one out of my inventory, because I know I have one in there when this thing gets done. But yeah, the geocore lights, somebody was saying the spotlight in particular, they think only works at night and only when there's an enemy close by. So if you do both of those, you should be able to see it follow the enemy around. We have one spotlight. So let's put it over here on the side. Actually, I see the light on right now. Yeah, you can kind of see the light going, but not really on the ground. Like, it's very, very minor. But we're gonna keep that on. We're gonna give it a shot, because hey, if that actually works, that will be really, really cool. Little trucker did not stand a chance. Little trucker died in one shot. And come on, turn it around. You can do it. Yeah, where's our music, right? Shouldn't we have, like, well, I guess the game does have music, but I mean, like, where's our trucker music, right? Shouldn't we have, like, a CB radio? Oh my god, if it ever comes to being multiplayer, if this game ever goes to multiplayer, I am downloading a little app that will make my voice sound like I'm on a CB radio. And I'm going to do it with some other YouTuber out there, or anybody who wants to do it. What is going on here? We are having stuff just pulled up from right underneath us, that stuff we ran over. But, yeah, I'm going to do the whole CB thing, like trucker, What are some of the terms? Do you guys know? I've never really listened to a trucker do his whole little spill. I know they came out with a whole bunch of movies in the 80s that had, like the 18-wheeler truckers doing their thing, and they all had their, like, call signs and, very cool little catchphrases that they would have for the police, and, where there's, like, barricades, and, most of the movies were about them running stuff they're not supposed to, but, yeah. I don't have to worry about that one. In this one, there's no way stations, there's no, there's no police, right? Shouldn't there be an intergalactic police force or something that is watching what's going on? What in the earth is this? There are so many repair bubbles on that, so many shields, and just nothing but batteries. I don't really want to target. I want to target this one, guys. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Right at the worst possible moment. You suck, little dude. I'm gonna kill you. Well, I was gonna kill you anyways, but now I'm gonna enjoy it. You are gone. You are gone, and I am out of power, but we're gonna keep going. Now, I haven't really been watching that light. If you guys have seen if it works or not, let me know. But I don't think I did see any change in what was going on with that light at all. Come on, you can get up here. You can get up here. What on earth is this? Oh, and it's mine now, too. Look at that. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. It does have some power on it, so let's suck this dry of any power that's left. Let's actually start taking these things off. Hopefully they won't all roll down the hill, just like this thing was getting ready to do. I want to take these off so the power will last a little bit longer, at least until that pops up. There we go. Where's my wireless chargers? Right on top of there. We'll suck that up. Now, somebody was also letting me know, I think it was Tam, that was saying that the solar panels, they actually keep a small amount of energy, almost internal energy, inside them for a short amount of time. Now, they didn't think that it had anything to do with, like, a battery. You couldn't really use them for that purpose. But just the fact that they have that in there was something that I was kind of curious about trying to use in some way. But I really don't see it really playing a role. If the power that's in them can't be used as a battery, then probably pretty low amount of power to begin with, and not something I am going to take a huge advantage of in the future. Let's see, we're going to put this there, we're going to put that inside there, and this little dude is gonna he's gonna sit over here, kind of not hooked up to anything yet, because I have to change all that stuff that I have. So let's go this way. So many things over here. I need to do that on the next one. I think we need to, let's see, which way are we going? Over there. Approach waypoint. Well, I don't really want to go out there without any shields on, because you never know what's going to be there. But I think we need to turn this way anyways. There we go. And boosters. Boosters, yeah, setting us off in the right direction. But guys, I think we're going to go ahead and call the episode here. It was rather a long one, actually, 40 minutes for this one. Not bad at all. I do want to thank you all for watching. Remember, if you got those comments, leave them below. I love hearing your suggestions, your little tips, or just the fact that you like the episode and you want to see, you know, more of whatever it is that I was doing in that episode. Let me know that, because that is something I will definitely do more of. You guys have mentioned you want to see more R&D, which is why you're being able to see I think, 3 episodes this week in R&D alone, and hopefully next week a few more. I did have a suggestion to build a battleship in there, and I think I have an idea on how to do that. The brown blocks mixed in with a little bit of the Hawkeye Corporation, maybe some 3-pound cannons to go on top of that. Yeah, I got some ideas on it. I think we'll work out fairly well. Oh my god, that guy blew up. So, oh, I love it. I love my megaton cannons. I don't know if I could ever replace those for the other missiles, but if the other missiles gave me explosions like that, I definitely would consider it. I think maybe a combination of the two is something I probably end up going with, especially if I try to make this bot fly. We're gonna need it. Okay, if I go into there, they're gonna drop some guys on me, and we are gonna get attacked. So I'm gonna just kind of chill here and wait for my power to go back up. But as always, guys, I'm AC Gamer, and I will definitely catch you all next time. Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future, so if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention, and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.